Almost a week after former Saints player Glenn Foster died in police custody in Alabama, his family is still waiting for basic information on what happened. J.D. Career talked to his parents and brings us new details on the case.
It's a tragedy that his life was cut short under, I would say, suspicious circumstances.
For Sabrina and Glenn Foster Sr., there are more questions than answers about the circumstances of their son's death. Glenn Foster Jr. died in police custody in the Pickens County, Alabama jail ran by the Pickens County Sheriff 2 days after being stopped for speeding down Highway 82 between Reform and Gordo, Alabama.
My message as a father who lost a son is, what did they do to my son while he was in jail for those many days? What happened to him physically, whether he was beat by inmates, whether he was beat by prison staff or sheriff police? And then, was there any altercations inside of the vehicle that he was in when he was transported to the medical facility?
Why doesn't the family have any of these answers in the nearly week since their son's death?
The Alabama Department of Forensics has not released the death certificate or the cause of death as we're aware at this time.
Fu Zimmerman, who is a part of Foster's legal team that includes Ben Crump, the same lawyer who represented the George Floyd family. Zimmerman says due to the lack of information and cooperation from the Alabama state agency handling the case, they are taking matters into their own hands.
Sometimes securing a private autopsy is the best way to ensure that a proper autopsy has been conducted.
Especially with the fact that in August of this year, another man was also found dead in the Pickens County jail after a run-in with the Reform and Gordo, Alabama police.
It is quite alarming. I think it's larger than Pickens County, and we are devastated for the Foster family that they are part of what has been a continuing assault on Black and brown men in this country.
Finding their son's cause of death is a top priority for the family's legal team, along with setting the record straight surrounding the state of Glenn Jr.'s mental health.
They do not want further spreading of allegations about what was or was not his mental health. He should be alive today, and this mother and father should not be here today.
But what they do want is for everyone to see their son the way they saw him.
Glenn grew up being loved. And as he became an adult, he exuded that to everyone, that he was a loving person and he was a giver to provide love to everyone.
A tragic ending to a beloved figure of his family and his community. J.D. Career, Eyewitness News.
And J.D. has been covering the story from the very beginning and will continue to cover it.